Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922 yet again, here to bring you One Piece chapter review. Now, this chapter brought up the discussion once again in the community about new Straw Hat member. And I know a few people might have talked about saying, it's not happening, she's not doing it, da-da-da-da-da-da. Now, I will say this though. You can't deny this chapter was pretty sad about Rebecca. Now, I wouldn't go as far as to say it's exactly like you could say similar to like Nami's past. I don't think you can go that far. That's over pitching the pitch. But I will say this. I think you need to consider that it is a possibility. It's way out there, though. Now, am I going to go ahead and say, oh, yeah, Rebecca's going to be a Straw Hat? No. The reason being is Dressrosa is her home. So she's not just going to, it's just... But I will say this. I really like this chapter. Gonna give this 4 and a 5. 4.5 out of 5. Now, beginning part, we got Rebecca and Luffy, and she's basically telling him about her past, logistically, her past, and how about the Soldier San guy, that he pretty much took over as her guardian, saying, and she's saying why you worried about a toy dying, and saying that, oh, since you're an outsider you probably wouldn't understand, but they're the same as humans. They befriend people who are lonely, they become brothers to people who have no siblings, they even become lovers to ones who lack intimacy. And saying that my mother was my only family I had. She passed away, he took me and raised me as his own family. And then we find out the match is about to begin, and we see Luffy scarfing down the other lunchbox and saying that he doesn't want to waste it. And Luffy says, you don't look like a prisoner, and then she says, let's meet at the finals. I think Luffy said that. And then we see her thinking about Mother and the flowers. Now, this flashback pretty much was Rebecca and her mother and the circumstances of her mother dying. This was sad. This was pretty sad. They were going to get flowers and stuff, saying what happened to the king, and saying the kingdom is burning. And saying what's happening in this country. And we see that these pirate guys after her and so on and so forth. And we see that Rebecca's hungry, and then her mother goes out and gets food for her. And last thing she sees is this toy soldier guy showing up with her mother and saying, I could not protect her. And he then gives her the food that she got for her. And I was like, oh man, this was pretty sad. I was like, wow. Just heart-wrenching stuff, man. Heart-wrenching. And pretty much the rest of the chapter is just him taking care of her. And that's pretty much it. And then we see that she's crying, and he covers her mouth because there are these guys looking for her. And saying, I'm sorry, your mother used to be an important person. And then the toy soldier basically telling her about the new king and so on and so forth. And saying that because Rebecca shares her blood, they will come after her. And he decides Soldier Son to protect your mother, but even if it costs me my life, I shall protect you. I'll stay by your side until the day you find happiness. There's And then she's crying and leaves him, saying that because you know he couldn't protect her mother, so how is he going to protect her? Fine. And then we get a scene with the dumb flamingo back in the day. People cheering for him and saying that, you know, he's going to end the poverty in the country and bring wealth and so on and so forth. And we just see Toy Soldier San just working, beating up some dogs, so on and so forth, and just like this relationship with, and realistically, this is the only relationship person she has, Rebecca, is this soldier guy, Toy Soldier. And I was like, wow, this is really crazy stuff going on here. And it was pretty emotional. I was like, oh man, this is, And logistically what happens also is he also teaches her how to fight. And he also tells her that he'll put a flower petal in her window to know that she's there and so on and so forth. And because there's this one point where guys try to sell her off, and he informs that I'll be find another home and so on and so forth. And he teaches her how to fight. And then after we see that flashback, we go into Rebecca herself and saying that you always protected me and so on and so forth, and now, I'll protect you. And then we see the announcer saying, the female gladiator enters the stadium. And there were these nasty people. Like, they're saying nasty shit to Rebecca, saying, eat shit, Rebecca. You're going down today. Go screw yourself. She shares the blood of that repugnant family. And then she says, please don't die, Soldier Son. Oh, also, apparently, I did not notice this. One Piece is gonna be on break next week. So unfortunately, but yeah, and basically, everyone's digging the disapproval of it, and Luffy's like, well, "What's all with the hate? She's a really nice person. Don't talk to her like that." And the guy's there and says, "She brought me a snack." He says, but her grandfather's become the focal point for all hatred of the citizens, as he was the former king. And that's pretty much the end of the chapter. So, overall, what has happened here is Rebecca's mother was, she was, her was the former king, and that's why they were going after her and trying to kill her. But just, that was the whole bit. And it's just sad. Rebecca's story is really, really gut-wrenching, It's really sad. She loses her mother. She has this toy soldier guy taking care of her, and all that jazz. And, it's pretty sad. I find it to be very sad. And now, as far as the new crew member for Straw Hats, jury's still out. That's the way I look at it. The jury's still out. We don't know yet. And like I said, I'm giving this 4.5 because I thought the flashback was really done well, and I liked it. And it was really sad. Oh. But Rebecca, now for her, like I said, the jury's still out. And that's my final verdict on this, because it's not. It's going to be hard for them to go ahead and make her a member of the group. I mean, you think about all the freaking. It is the last thing I'm going to say about this review. All the attempts of people were saying, for Straw Hat, for Straw Hat. People were even saying Baby 5 in Buffalo. And I was like, God damn, people. That's not happening. That's not happening. Just, you know. But as far as everything else is concerned, I want to say that it's possible for everything else. For certain characters, it's possible. Kinemo, I don't see it. Even Mononosuke, don't see it. Those two are not done. I would say Rebecca, if she seemingly gets closer to them, but still, it's not. No, because logistically, this also goes to the situation with Violet. Both of them have ties to the island of dinosaurs, and I don't think that anything's going to pry them away from that. So yeah, Rebecca's story, liked it. It's a great chapter, 4.5 out of 5. But as far as Straw Hat's concerned, for Straw Hat member, jury's still out. So yeah, that's my final word on that. So yeah, that's the story, people. Tell me what you guys think. About Rebecca. What do you think of Rebecca's backstory? About the flashback, about her mother, about that her grandfather was a former king, all that jazz. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I know I keep bringing it up. But now you talking about kings and royalty? Well, let's just say the 7 Deadly Sins chapter was like all about princesses. That's all I'm going to say. You'll see. But yeah, good chapter, people. Tell me what you guys think. Comments below, you know the story. Bankai 922. See you guys later. No One Piece next week, so it's just going to be Bleach. It should be interesting. Now, well, Wednesday I have this job fair thing. But chapter will come out when I get back from that. I'll do it. No story. So yeah. And tomorrow I'll try to get to the other things. Gotta watch some anime. It's long. So yeah. Bankai 922. I'll see you guys later. Rebecca. Such a sad story about her. Such a sad story.